What's going on, folks? Welcome back to We the Champs. Hey, we here with you. I'm your host, Jalen, and we got our common denominator co-host, Jay Boat in the building. What's up, Jay?
What's happening?
All right. Welcome, We the Champs, the finest sports show on the turf, the earth, on the court, pool, mats, whatever you want to call it. Today, we're going to be hitting NFL picks and then rounding it up with a little bit of NBA hoops talk. So we're going to get into that. So you don't want to miss out because I know you want to make some late Sunday money coming up this week. All right.
Oh,
So let's get right into this, man. Let's hop into this fire, Jay. All right. The noon window. We have the Eagles sitting at 42, visiting the Cincinnati Bengals sitting at 3-4. Which the Bengals are also 0-3 at home currently. Spread of -2.5, with a total of 47.5. What you got, Jay? What you thinking?
this is a big game, man. What's funny is these two teams played the same two teams the past 2 weeks.
Really?
The Bengals beat the Giants and the Browns, and the Eagles beat the Giants and the Browns. So they both got two W's off of it. Now they face off. I'm gonna go Bengals, bro. I think this is the game that they actually put it together. I know Philly healthy now, and I think what's different is a lot of people talk trash about Cincinnati and their defense, but I think their defense is good enough, and finally getting they got good schemes. They're smart. They may not have those dudes, superstars, but I think it's going to be enough to beat Philly. It's going to be tight, but I'm gonna take the Bengals in this one, bro.
All right. So for me, looking at it, you got two teams kind of. The Eagles are sitting at 4-2. I think they did let some games get away from them earlier this year, but they were going who again? Yeah,
Falcons.
Specifically that Falcons game. But they were doing without their star wide receiver AJ Brown, and him being there really makes the difference. And we're talking about the second leading rushing team in the league right now, in the Philadelphia Eagles, and the Bengals are giving up 134 yards a game at home. So that's they're kind of sitting at mediocre to bad. They're in that range, more close to mediocre as far as sustaining the passing attack. So I like this matchup. This will actually be one of the more intriguing matchups just based on the team's recent history. Joe Burrow, and I know Hurts hasn't been the best Hurts we've seen in his tenure at the Philadelphia Eagles, but it's still Jalen Hurts. That's still a guy we want to see on the field, right?
He cool, whatever.
Yeah. So if the Bengals can keep the big splash plays down, which we know that's something that Philadelphia really needs to get over the edge, I can take the Bengals on the money line. It's sitting at 2.5 right now.
Take it.
If I wouldn't quite take the 2.5, if you can move the line at a sports book, I'll take the 3 or the 3.5 for the Eagles to cover that spread. Because there's the chance the Eagles can win. You know what I'm saying? So I feel I feel more confident taking that spread at 3.5 or 3 points. You might get like 40 points on your odds movement, but if you're hitting a parlay, then that's pretty solid. What you think about the over? What you think this game's gonna go over?
What is it?
47.5.
Woo!
Give me that over. Maybe buy that half a point, but give me the over in this game.
I'm going under.
Under?
I don't think Philly keep up. I think they crash out. I think that they played the Giants and they got some groove on them, but they kind of just ran the ball on them all day. And I think the Bengals is, kind of like you said, mediocre. I don't think they keep up. They could, though. We're going to see. But I'm going to go under. I think It'd be like 27-14.
Okay. 27-14. It's a lot,
What's
man.
that? How many
It's
points is
13
that?
points. It's 13.
13 under, right?
Yeah, that's 13 points. All right. But let's keep it chugging. So another new window game we have the Ravens at the Browns. The Ravens 5-2. The 3-1 on the away games. The Browns are 1-6, sitting at 0-3 at home with, I believe they have Jameis Winston starting at quarterback.
You don't believe that. You know that. You know that. Ain't no way Deshaun out there.
Nah, Deshaun's done for the season, bro. Worst deal ever. Wah, wah, wah. All right, so we got the Ravens. So let's look here. We got the Ravens in here, the top rushing offense, and overall the top offense in the league. With they're averaging 461 yards a game, and the next closest team is the Detroit Lions at 411. So that's a 50-yard difference between them and the next team as far as gaining yards. And the Ravens lead the league in 31 points per game scored right here. Okay. And I'm looking at the Browns now. They got some power, of course. They have two elite players in Myles Garrett and Denzel Ward. So as far as when it comes to rushing a passer and having somebody to lock down your top receiver, they have that right there. But Jameis coming out there is just such a wild card, man, because, you know, the Ravens defense is actually sitting on the bottom third on the league in points allowed and yards per game. This isn't a Ravens defense we're accustomed to seeing, Jay.
Yeah. They according to NFL.com, they're ranked 25th defensive rating.
Like,
The
what?
Ravens are.
I mean, they lost Mike McDonald, their defensive coordinator. He's the head coach at the Seattle Seahawks at the moment, but that's just a bit too much for my liking. This is a game at the Brown Stadium, a divisional rivalry. Could we see possibly a trap game action?
I'm glad you're there, bro. I would stay away from this, man. All right, if you're gonna bet this, just be safe. I don't care if it's minus 550. Just go Ravens money line. If you're gonna
Just go
bet
Ravens,
this.
yeah. Just go
Just
Ravens,
go Ravens
money line.
money line. Let's stay away from over or unders. Let's go away from spread.
So the Ravens are on FanDuel. They're minus 405. That's okay for money line at
Like if you
parlay.
if for me personally, I stack parlays. I have a ton of legs up there. If I want to just boost up my potential earnings, I would just throw a Raven money line on this because, like you said, one thing for sure is this defense for the Browns is for real. I mean, they hold teams pretty much. They know how to stop teams, and I don't think they'll fully stop this Ravens offense, but the problem is, can the Ravens defense stop what they don't really know what they're getting into? I mean,
and your boy Chubb is back too, so that's
Chubb is back. That's something. There's also just a Winston effect, man. Jameis can come in and the offense just becomes a lot more explosive, bro. And
then you got to look at Amari Cooper's going, so there's some new things kicking on this offense. That's why this is such a wild card. It's like, all right, they can surprise attack here, or Jameis Winston can, take a strand out his DNA and throw picks and throw this game away. But I believe, I believe they're going to try to hunker down on the defense. Use their strengths, that D line, Denzel Ward at the corner, and try to control this game, the run game with Chubb. What?
I put you on the Ward.
Nah, you did?
Yeah, I put you on, bro. One of the best corners in the game. Go ahead, though, my bad.
But yeah, I'm gonna say stay safe here. Just add this Ravens money line to a parlay. And as far as the total, sitting at a 44.5.
I ain't touching it.
Bro. I'm
not touching it.
I'm gonna say the under maybe. The under maybe.
but then again,
If I had to pick, I'd pick the under.
there's just still a chance that the Browns just fucking suck, and the Ravens go out there and put up 44 by themselves.
Right.
There's just still that chance. Like, you know what I'm saying? They just look so good the past few weeks. I mean, they haven't lost. But it's just a wild card because you know you got the Jameis effect coming in, and then you know they felt some type of way about the show. We're gonna do it. The psyche of the team. That's one of the things that I pay attention to. The psyche of the team coming off. You know, I guess a depressing moment when the sun went down. You know, the team they kind of was like sad that the fans was cheering for him going down and all that. They had his back or whatever. They may want to come out there and prove something, especially behind Winston. So it's just a trap game, bro. I wouldn't even play the total.
Okay.
I'm just going Ravens money line, period.
All right. There we go. Let's keep sliding.
That's the safest bet.
Next, it is. All right. So next up in the new window, we have Tennessee Titans going up to the Motor City and visiting the Detroit Lions, who are just humming right now. Spread Detroit's -11, and the total is 44.5. Now we have, dude, I haven't even checked. That's how non-important the Titans are right now. I don't even know who's the starting quarterback. Is it still Mason?
It'll be Mason. I mean, there's a chance that they put Will back in there, but I think they go with Mason this week.
All right, so let's just say they got Mason. They traded one of their top wide receivers and DeAndre Hopkins for 4th round pick, I believe. Man, just lay me the Lions on the points. There's no way I see the Titans running away with this. I know their defense is on a higher par, but for what I seen last week,
according to NFL.com,
who
the Titans defense is number 1. I'm just
in yards per game. However, they're still giving up 24 points per game.
Yeah.
So
I think that's a classic case of the defense is playing lights out, and then they give the ball back to the
Hey, folks, sorry about the technical difficulties, but Jay, continue.
Well, I was mentioning about the Titans, bro. They just have the number 1 defense, and guess where their offense ranks?
What? Dead bottom?
Literally last. Top number 1 defense, worst offense, and it's just a classic case of the defense playing lights out and then giving the ball to your offense, and they just, you know, Will Levis turns the ball over, turnover on downs, punt, and that's why they're giving up these points. That's why they have the top defense, but they still give up 24 points a game.
So I'm gonna say I see it. ESPN Bet has 11. FanDuel half. I'm gonna say lay the points for the Lions. If you can find 11, take 11 over the 11.5. You won't see the line move too much. I see this as a classic case. This is just a home cooking game for the Lions. I mean, you're talking about the Titans starting quarterback isn't there. They traded D-Hop. We got some new things going up. We're going to Detroit. Granted, Aiden Hutchinson is gone, but bro, this this defense is gonna feel that power of the crowd. This is gonna look like it's gonna look like how the Cowboys be, you know, when they were better. This is how they're gonna cook teams like 30-6 or 7. I see the Titans getting smashed, bro. I can say that with confidence. This offensive line's, this defense gonna be out there, and we're talking about the best offensive line in the game. They're gonna wear on that defense and tear their ass up. Fresh legs between David Montgomery, Jahmyr Gibbs. It's a wrap, man. even without Jamison Williams, who you saw he got suspended 2 games for a PD again.
Yeah, I don't know what he using, what he taking.
Yeah, it could be a mistake or whatever, but I'm pretty confident. As far as the over and under, I don't know, man. I just don't see the Titans really scoring, but I can see the Lions putting up like 34, 35 points, and maybe the Titans having 6. So I'll just stay away from this over and under. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those like.
I think you could probably, if you're watching this game, you could get frustrated maybe in the first quarter because it might be tight. I mean, the Titans might be even leading like 3-0 because that defense is so good. But
Right.
sooner or later, the hinges on the door is going to fall off because they're not going to be able to score. They're not going to be able to score, bro. This Lions defense is pretty good. Like, people really don't think they're good. I know they lost Aiden Hutchinson, but just the culture of the team is really kind of a next man up thing. That the guy behind Hutchinson is also willing to eat too. So, the Titans they're not gonna be able to score. Like you said, they traded in offensive pieces, so they don't know what quarterback they want to put out there. It's gonna be a slugfest. So yeah, stay away from the total, just in case it goes under, but it can go over just from the Lions scoring 50 points. So
Right.
yeah,
All right.
stay away
Let's
from
keep it pushing.
Just take that spread.
All right, let's keep it pushing. So we got the Cardinals, Arizona Cardinals visiting the Dolphins. The Cardinals are 3-4, 1-2 away record, and the Dolphins are 2-4, 1-2 at home. We know that's a bit skewed. However, bro, Tua's coming back. Tua's coming back, and the worst thing could be if Tua get another head injury and die in this game. Lord, please. That'd be the worst thing ever for everybody in the league. So Miami's
the whole season might stop.
So Miami's a -4. The total is 46.5. One thing that's really interesting is we haven't really spoken highly of the Miami defense since Brian Flores was the head coach, but they are 5th in the league in yards per game at the moment while giving up 21.5 points per game.
Wow.
So we're looking at a solid Miami defense right here in this
Very
matchup.
solid.
And a Tua who's fresh off a concussion coming back. What we expecting here? What you thinking? I gotta piggyback off of what you said.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I wouldn't touch this game.
No?
I wouldn't touch it because the Cardinals are a wild card.
They are.
They're a little wild because I've seen them go and bust the Rams up real quick. I've seen them bust the Rams up in week 3 or week 4. That was the game Cooper Kupp got hurt. And then I seen them literally lay a goose egg out against the Commanders.
But did they have Tua?
No, I'm talking about the Cardinals.
Oh, Cardinals. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm talking about the Cardinals. I'm gonna get to them in a minute. And so, yeah, the Cardinals, they bust the Rams up. I think the Rams are a solid team. They beat the Niners. And then they went and got rolled over by the Commanders. They lost another game, I'm not sure. And then they just beat the Chargers the Monday night on a doubleheader.
Held them to 14 points.
Even with Tua coming back, I don't know, man. The Cardinals just kind of sometimes they're real solid and sometimes they trash. So I honestly I have no idea. I wouldn't touch this game.
I'm gonna say the Cardinals are back and forth. Last week, I mean, they just played Monday against the Chargers. That was more so a 4th game. However, the offense only put up 15 points, but the Chargers do have the top scoring defense in the league. So, I mean, do we say that was a good game for the Cardinals? But regardless, this offense isn't the same as the Chargers. We're looking at a totally different offense. The Chargers don't have a Tyreek Hill, they don't have a Jalen Waddle out there, so if Tua's
That's fair.
80% of what he was before his concussion, then we can be looking at a game that gets away pretty early. Not early, but like a little arm's length kind of game here. And then you got to think the team's got to be fired up with Tua coming back. It's like, all right, we got a chance now. We got a chance. You know what I'm saying? Tua's out there to prove some things. McDaniel's out there like, let's go. They're at home, you know. I'm gonna lay the points for Miami here, man. They're at a -4. If I can, I'll shop a 3 or get it moved to a 3 or 3.5 if I can. So I like Miami for the points here. And
that's a good one.
And I see the Cardinals maybe getting in like a little backdoor cover, you know, scoring some late touchdowns, Kyler Murray tossing it up, Marvin Harrison Jr. trash, you know, just garbage time kind of stuff. I'm going to take the over on here. The total's 46.5. If I can, I always like to shop that 0.5, man, because you never know, bro. Like, you never know. I'll try to shop like a 46 maybe, but I'm going to take the over here and Miami on the points.
Very good.
All right, let's keep pushing.
Might use that for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see. We got the New York Jets sitting at 2-5, 1-3 away games against the Patriots, 1-6, 0-3 at home. The Jets are favored by 7 with a total of 40.5.
7 is crazy.
That's a lot. That is a lot.
Here's another game it's a little tricky. It's a little tricky. I like to look at the psyche of teams. I mean, you got, you know, do the Patriots actually rally from being called soft from their head coach? The Jets, I mean,
the Patriots defense isn't good right now, man. They're on the bottom third.
They aren't good at all.
356 yards a game, giving up an average of 25 points per game at the moment. Let's take a look at these offenses. Maybe they get a little bit more juice with Drake May, but you know, this is but they're in the process of developing Drake May. That's literally the most important thing for the Patriots right now here. What's the money line on this? I didn't check the money line.
If it's -7, it's got to be.
Oh, it's got to be a lot. It's probably -650.
Woo.
Probably. Let's see here. No, they're -335. Interesting. Just stacking up talent on talent, man. I just take the Jets -335 easily to win this game. Now the Jets have lost some games they probably shouldn't have lost. I'm pretty sure they really didn't want to lose, but this is a game they can't lose, man. Y'all can't lose to the Patriots. I don't care if it's right up the street in New England, bro, Gillette Stadium. You can't lose to the Patriots.
Ugh.
With over and under 41.5. What you thinking?
Oh man, it's scary, man. I know the Patriots, they just suck. They suck so bad. They suck, and I'm so happy that they suck. But I think the Jets, I think they suck too, bro. I think they suck too. I think it's just so many things going on.
At least the Jets are competitive, man. At least they're competitive in games, you know?
Yeah.
We see we can fine tune and nitpick the Jets a pretty good bit into reasons they're losing the games. The Patriots, bro, they just losing because they suck.
I mean, the Jets defense it just hasn't been the same since Saleh got fired. And then I know they brought in Devontae, but I still worry that, you know, just a lot of miscues. And do the Patriots just play? Do they have enough energy and enough of a boost from being called soft, where they just play lights out? I mean, they're at home. It's the Jets. You know they want to just stick it to them. You know they want to.
But they're
Do they
one
have
and
enough?
six.
Do they have enough?
Man, maybe if they were like 3-4, but they're 1-6, man. I don't see it.
I would go.
And they didn't have expectations coming out here. You know, that's
I'll go Jets for sure.
Jets. Okay.
I'll go Jets for sure, but I would not be surprised if the Patriots at least cover the +7. I wouldn't be surprised. But
right.
definitely Jets money line.
Okay. All right. Let's keep it moving. Another noon game. The 4-3 Falcons, 2-0 in away games, visiting Tampa Bay Bucks, 4-3 with 2-2 at home. Note here, Baker Mayfield will be without Chris Godwin and Mike Evans for this matchup, and that is a huge part of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers offense, I believe. Let's see here. They are currently top 5 in yards a game and top 5 in, let's see. My bad. Yeah. They're top 5 in yards per game and points per game. The Buccaneers are top 5 as well. So talking about a charged up offense. They do have a good duo in the backfield with Bucky Irvin and Rachaad White, who finally had a really big game. But they're going against the Falcons, a team that's relatively fully healthy on offense, man. Look, it's your team, Falcons, man. What you got? What you think?
I think that people are disrespecting us. Yeah, we just got our asses whooped last week, but that was a game that Seattle came in. They lost 3 straight, and that was the game Seattle was fully healthy. Seattle's a scary team when they're healthy. They got all their defensive players back. You mentioned who the head coach that was the defensive coordinator for the Ravens. He's their head coach, so you know what he can do with the defense. And they just caught the Falcons with their pants down. That's what I like to say. Caught them with their pants down. Falcons was feeling themselves. It was on a 3-game win streak. But now our heads are screwed on tight. Our heads, we like, okay, this still the NFL. We can't act like that. Let's go play football. And what better team to do it against than the Buccaneers, who are just they hobbled right now. They lost the best wide receivers. Yeah, their offense ranked one of the top ones, but a part of that was the wide receivers. And I just think the Falcons take the spread. I think the Falcons beat them up. I think we get them good, man. The Buccaneers the defense is ranked 31st, bro. 31st on NFL.com.
What you think about the total for the game?
What is it?
45.5.
Take it over.
Take it.
Yeah, all right. I think it goes over. I think the Bucs score maybe a touchdown here and there, but the Falcons should definitely get this win.
All right, man. We're running short on time, so we gotta skim through these next few games. All right. We got the 5-2 Packers, 2-1 away, visiting the Jacksonville Jaguars, 2-5, 2-1 at home. Green Bay is a 4-point favorite, total 49.5. I'm going to take the Jaguars on the spread for this one. Not for the money line, but for the spread. Home game. They just won this past weekend, and I know they haven't been the best, but I've always said this Jaguars team is a streaky team. They've been this way the past couple of seasons, and maybe we actually really see something from here. Them going against the Packers, who I believe they're the youngest team in the league, and they're ascending. They're ascending right here. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Packers were to take them down and honestly get the spread by like maybe 6 points, maybe. What you think?
I think the Packers go in and whoop their ass. straight like that. I think the Packers go in. The Jaguars don't have a good defense. They be lost. You mentioned that they got to win. Guess who they won against, Jay?
The Patriots.
The Patriots. So whoop-de-doo. Let's clap it up for the Jaguars and actually beating the Patriots. At least they're not that bad. But this is a hot Packers team coming off a win against the Houston Texans. A Packers team. The Jaguars are ranked 28th in defense, man. Jordan Love is gonna sling that rock all over them. It's not gonna be close, bro. It's take the Packers -4.5. Take the over. I think the Packers put up at least 30 points.
Okay, I see on Facebook, not Facebook, but FanDuel. It's -3.5. It's -3.5. Okay, but yeah, I'm gonna stick it here, bro. I see 4. If you see the Jaguars for 4, definitely take the Jaguars at 4. So we're on the opposite. But I agree with you on that over. I agree with you on that over 49.5. I see this game being like a 27. Damn, that's not even 40. Actually, I'll take that back. Give me the under here. I see this game 27-24.
No way they're that close, Jay. I'm thinking 38-14. Yeah.
All right.
Because the Packers, they got a defense. They might can slip up, but yeah, Packers, bro. They gonna demolish them.
All right. Next game we got the Colts 4-3, 1-2 on the away games versus the Texans 5-2, 3-0 at home. Houston's is the favorite -5 and a total of 45.5. So we're looking at an AFC South rivalry game. I'm just saying, man. I like the Colts on the money line for this one.
Oh, you're crazy, dude.
I like the Colts on the money line for this one. This is one of my.
Why would you do that?
This is one of my thinking I'm smart picks right here.
That's where you're gonna mess up, fool.
This is one of my thinking I'm damn smart right here. Colts are really good at running the ball. The Texans they're not quite the same team without Nico Collins and Joe Mixon here. And
they got Joe.
I mean, they do?
Yeah, man. Joe been playing.
Oh, okay. Well, without Nico Collins, that is. So I'm liking the Colts in this spot, man. I remember it was one game. It was one game last year. I looked at it. I said, the Colts are going to win this game, or at least they were the underdog. I said the Colts are going to cover, and the Texans missed the last second field goal, and the Colts ended up not just covering; they won that game. We're getting Jonathan Taylor back, so the Colts will be working more so with the group. And if you look, they're only one game outside of the division. It's not like the Texans are just, legions ahead of them. Looking at the offenses here, they're not too far behind in points per game. I just think this is a really good one where, damn, what's homeboy's name? Not Rich Gannon, but Shane Steichen just coaches up the Colts and they get this divisional rivalry game W. What you think?
People do not listen to what he just said. The Colts are not going to win this game. Like, no way in hell they win this game. The Texans, first off, they're pissed off. They lost a game they damn well could have won against the Packers last week. Second of all, the Colts could barely beat the Miami Dolphins last week. The game, it was 10-10 in the fourth quarter, and Aaron, what's his name? Anthony Richardson. He's not ready. And I would probably feel some type of way if Joe Flacco was playing, but they're gonna play Richardson, and this Texans are going to be pissed off. They're at home. The Colts aren't that good. They're 4-3, but I mean these are it's not happening, bro. The Texans are gonna take them down. Joe Mixon running all over them. The Colts defense is ranked 28th in the league, bro. So CJ Stroud, he's gonna bounce back for sure. Take the Texans. Just take them on a spread, man. Make it easy. Don't even brush your tickets with the total. Take the spread, Texans.
Okay, let's take the spread with Texans. Damn, the spread. Come on, you can at least. All right, guys, look. Take the Colts money line. If you want to play it safe, take the Colts to cover. +5, okay? What you thinking on this over? I think we get an under in this game. The Urban?
I think an under too.
Under as well.
The Colts not going to score though.
Hey, we'll see. We'll see.
Mm-mm.
But Jay, my man, we are out of time, dog.
I understand.
However, we covered the whole 1 o'clock window, so this will be one.
Nice.
Yeah, so this will be the 1 o'clock early window. Depending on where you are, if you're in California, this will be the 10 o'clock window picks for you. So, guys, about wraps it up. We might come with the 4 o'clock games, Sunday night, Monday night games later for you, but take our picks with a whole pillar of salt if you want to win some money for this weekend. And as always, guys, we appreciate you tuning in. Hit that like, subscribe, comment, bell notification so you don't miss out on any of this shit. Hey, we the champs. We out. Peace.